Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers. Well, it's not a review really, it's more about what I've been buying lately and my roll call rollout haul basically. Yeah, so let's get started. Actually, before I begin with the toys that I picked up, I did want to say a big thank you to all the people that I met there. Actually, I did meet Thew and a few others, and it was so good to actually finally meet some of the people that I usually only just leave comments on YouTube for, and the odd messages and everything. And yeah, it's so nice to actually meet these people in person, especially when they usually say that how I've influenced them to either make videos or start collecting. I thought it was really good. A big shout out here to Jason, I'm sure that's your name. If I got it wrong, it is terrible because I'm absolutely really bad with names, as I did say. I did spend about half an hour, 40 minutes talking to you. I was also supposed to be going home, so I was supposed to be cooking the dinner when I got home. But I ended up talking to you for about 40 minutes. Yeah. Oh, I can't even actually remember your YouTube name. Is it TF Transforms Wilderness or something? That is. I did check out your videos actually. They're actually pretty good. So I've now subbed to you. Yeah, so I really enjoyed meeting you, and there was another guy there, Andy, that I spoke to for quite a while, and I did speak to one of the toy sellers. We were talking about how shit England were, and how good Wales were. So there we go, and that was a good conversation that I had. I still meant to pick up that Dalek off him, but there we go. Right, so that's about it. I did actually have a great time. Actually, I did go on the Friday, and I got there at 7 o'clock until the 10, and I just missed out on the raffle to win the Fortress Maximus. I had number 122. First number called out was 121. So I knew 122 weren't coming out for the next draw. And to make matters even worse, when I got my raffle ticket of number 122, I knew I wasn't going to win anyway because that's my door number. And then the odds of winning off your door number, it's a bit like the lottery really. Never pick your mates' birthdays or whatever, because then you're really fucking up your odds of winning. Anyway, yeah, so I got there went on the Friday, I had a great time on the Friday, and then I went back on the Saturday, and I really thought I'd actually be going home about 2 o'clock because I really didn't know what else to do really once I bought a few toys and everything. But I'm saying that, I think I got there at 10. I was going to watch one of the panels at 11, and I completely missed that. And I didn't even know where it was actually, so that annoyed me a bit. But I mean, before I knew it, it was 12:30, and then it was 2:30. And that was just through talking to people. Yeah, and I can never remember the names. The toy store, I actually bought, no, I haven't got it here. There's one thing from my haul that I am actually missing. It is a Minions pillow that I picked up. Totally, probably one of the last ever things that I thought I'd be picking up, to be honest. And I did enjoy talking to both of you guys. I'm terrible with names. I'm actually terrible. He knew me. So he remembered me from the last time I actually went to a convention back in 2009. So that was pretty good, because I'm terrible with people. I'm really terrible. That's why I'm usually, when I go to these places, I'm standing there on my own usually because I'm terrible. But it's so nice that people come up to me because, believe it or not, I'm actually a very shy person. Yeah, so I don't always find it easy to talk to people. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's get on to my haul. Right, so my haul, from what I got from Rollout Roll Call 2016, it was actually my first one actually. I was actually pretty glad that it was literally in Heathrow, which is literally, I think it was a 13-minute drive from my house. Can't beat that, to be honest. I remember a guy that I knew, he lived in Mitcham, and when I think it was Transforce used to be in London, they did hold one literally, I think it was just across the road from his house. You can't get better than that, can you? Right, anyway, yeah, so let's have a look what I actually got. Right, I'm going to start off with a few bits that I picked up pre-rollout roll call. These were, we'll start with this one. This is obviously, I can't remember his name, Combiner Wars Buzzsaw. I want to get these because I want to get Blaster, definitely going to get Blaster, and obviously I want to get the Titan Wars Soundwave. Not totally keen on it, but I want it because I like Soundwave. So I wanted to pick up this guy, and he's all right. Pardon me. Yeah, there is. I don't know what to say about these figures. They are very. I suppose they are harking back to G1 really well, because they're looking a bit dodgy on some of these modes, especially this guy, Stripes, who I picked up the other day at Toys R Us when I took my son there. Yeah, they're really pushing it to try and get a third mode out of these guys. I mean, fair play to them, and I suppose, yeah, I suppose there we go. So what they've got to do these days, but you know, they're all right for what they are. But I still think they're very overpriced. I think I paid £11 each for those, or something like that. And it just seems a lot. It seems a little bit much for those guys. Right, and then the other day, obviously I went to Smith's on the off chance, and they did have some of the new Titan Wars figures there. I did pick up Scourge, who I actually really like. His head is a little bit loose in there, but I've noticed that on lots of different figures of this range. They are a little bit loose. But I think what they're going for, as in a head that just doesn't stay on, they're actually going for a bit of articulation on the head. I think that's going to happen probably. So, you know, you can't do much about that. But it's a great figure. I like Scourge. I'm thinking of picking a couple more up to have as sweeps. And as I was saying to Andy there as well, might get the Takara version as Scourge and then have these guys as its sweeps or something like that. Quite a good figure, I like that one. And then I did get up Hardhead. Brilliant figure, I love this one. This is really good. My only complaint on this one is the arms look a bit monkeyish, like gorilla-ish, like they're hanging down to his knees and everything. You can sort of sort it out by just repositioning a few joints. But yeah, but that is very minor critic for a very good figure, and such a good homage to that G1 Hardhead. Can't be that one. What next? Ah, yes, the other Titan Wars figure that I did pick up, which is Skull Smasher, obviously Skull Cruncher to me, and this is probably one of the best alligator modes you're ever likely to find, and it's brilliant. It just looks great. I love the articulation they've just given it on the tail there, just because obviously this becomes his weapon in robot mode. I think it's just great, and look at the mouth. The mouth, when it opens, you've got all those teeth in there and everything. That is just class all round. My complaint on this one is my legs were very loose. They popped off the ball joints in here, and these bits were just so loose. I've tried to tighten them up, but they have since worked loose again, so I think I've got to try and do a bit more building up of a bit. I usually use super glue, but obviously letting it dry first before you put it back together. Yeah, so probably just needs a bit more on that, but that is such a good figure. Right, so let's get on to roll out roll call. Right. Yes, so let's have a look at the first figure that I actually got, which was the attendee figures. I did pay out, I think it was about £200 to actually attend it to get the 3 figures. So I got Pterosaur. This is actually my third Pterosaur. I bought one off eBay, and then I bought the Predacus gift set, which I didn't realise that the guy was selling that and the free attendee Pterosaur, so I ended up with 2. I sold that one because obviously I need the money at the moment. And then I got this one which just for attending, so I've actually sold this one again. Not as much as I was hoping to get for it, but it doesn't matter, it still pays for other things. And obviously got Airazor. I was thinking of keeping this, but obviously this is a remold of, is it Wingblade, and I really didn't like it. I think it suits Airazor better. But I decided to sell it, and I didn't get as much for it as I wanted. But then again, lots of people are now selling them on eBay, so I didn't have much of a choice. But I managed to sell it for a reasonable price, which means that I picked up Megatron, which I really wanted, which I am keeping because I've opened it, for the great sum, and attended roll out roll call for the great price of about 40 odd quid, which you can't be sniffed at. Especially because this is not a bad figure. I think it's got a few quality control issues. When I got mine out of the bag, this head section was really dodgy. I don't know if I've sorted it out or it just popped back into place or what. And the legs make really bad noises I don't like. But other than that, I probably won't ever transform it, just because I've got no real interest in transforming it. Because I've got the Robots in Disguise, or the car robots, 2 versions of that one. If I want to transform, I'll probably transform them. Right, so let's go on to the first figures that I bought. I think the first thing that I actually bought was, what did I buy on the Saturday? Yeah, the first figure, I actually bought this on the Friday, because I only had £20 with me when I went on the Friday. It was Rewind. I wanted that, and it would cost me a tenner. Can't grumble at that because these are like £11 in the shops or something. Yeah, usually they're more expensive at the conventions. Usually, it's probably because they've just been released. They probably had to mark them down slightly to try and sell them. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, that was the first one, and on the Saturday, which is the first thing sort of I bought on a Saturday, it was probably this, which is my Creo Transformers Earth's Most Wanted. Not the set that I was actually thought it was at first. I actually thought these were the Machine Wars ones with Obsidian and a few others in. But this has Circuit Breaker and a few others, Dr. Arkeville, and probably the one that sold me on it, because the guy showed me a picture of all the ones it has in it, is Robot Master from the old G1 comics. £28. Might be a good, might be bad, might be a good price, I don't know. But either way, I was happy with it. And then the next thing I bought, which was I eyed up on the Friday, was this. This is the Transformers Go, or the Beast Hunters Japanese exclusive remold of someone. I can never remember his name, but it just looks brilliant. I love the original mold of this, whatever the US UK one was called. But this is just brilliant. I love the mold. I wanted this from Kapow Toys a while ago. I went to buy it and then realised it sold out. That was about 30 quid. Got this for £20 because I think the card was a bit knackered. Brilliant figure. I love it. I really, really love it. Yeah, so that was him. Right, so what else have we got here? Then I picked up this, which was, I can never remember the actual thing. It was either Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Hunt the Decepticons, can't remember, but it was a Japanese exclusive, I think, which is Vortex. I don't know if he's missing 2 weapons because he has ports under here and I haven't got no weapons to go in there. But 15 quid, I really wanted it, and these usually go for about 30 or 40 quid complete, or in the box, usually when I've seen them, maybe a bit more. So I'm happy with that because I wanted that. Yeah, pretty more chuffed it and all the weapons. I mean, it might not be missing some, I don't know. Anyway, so that was him. And then I came around, I actually picked up, what was it? What did I get next? I've only got a couple left, so it must have been... Oh, it must have been where I pre-ordered my San Diego Comic Convention Fortress Maximus with the big sword. It's probably going to have the wrong head that I want, the little Titan Master head, but hopefully maybe they'll do a recolour of it on some of those little Titan Master figure things. Maybe that might get around it, I don't know. But then I've got Blackjack. Saw this for a tenner. Most of the other stalls had him for 15 quid, but the one I went to had him for £10. That completes my Unite Warriors Menasor, because obviously that gift set didn't come with this. So now I've got that, which is good. Probably weren't actually going to bother with it, but I saw it for a tenner. I had the money to spend, so I did. I did see a big black Dalek. I think it's 18-inch Dalek I wanted. He said it didn't work, but I wanted it. But I think he wanted a bit too much for it, even though it didn't work. So I left that in the end. Probably regret it later on in life, but there we go. And then I saw this. I did pay £50 for this, which is Action Master Bombshell. Now, I was actually really pleased to get this. I paid £50 for it. I did try and get the guy down. He said he couldn't really do it that day. He might have done it on a Sunday, but I didn't attend on a Sunday. So I decided that I wanted it, and I would regret it if I missed it. I did check eBay to see if there was any cheap ones on eBay, and they were all going for like £70 odd. So do you know what I thought? Do you know what, I wanted it. It's the first one I've actually got that was complete, using the sort of like this system. So you put this on his back like that, it does stay there, and then you sort of flip his legs like that, and it flips over, giving him like the little helmet thing going on. Yeah. So now I do have him, which is good. So I'm only missing about 5 Action Masters now, which is good. The other 5 of these, I think it's 4 or 5 of these. Right, so what we've got left. We've only got a few left. I went and bought all the little Titan Master action figures for about £6. These are really good. I like this. This is probably one of the best ones. This is Terrible. Obviously horrible, renamed obviously, but it's a good little figure. Got Nightbeat. Actually picked these up just before I left, actually. Luckily they had the 2 Autobots ones. They've sold out most of the other ones. So I've got Nightbeat there. This guy, which I think is Siren. Is it Siren? Might be the other one, Hosehead. No, it's probably Siren. With a little car thing, like that. And this is probably the best one. This is Squeeze Play, though he's probably got some other weird name. But I love how the legs from the little Titan Master form the bottom jaws of the actual dinosaur head there. I think this would have been better if they'd made it not 8 faces, the other one, Snapdragon, because obviously he did that in Dragon mode, which is pretty cool. Right, so we're back with the last 2 things I actually bought. I actually didn't buy that much this year. It was more, actually, probably, well, no, I spent about just over £300, but it sort of just went on stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so then I went and got this, which is obviously Combiner Wars, whatever his name is, Skylink. So I actually wanted this. I was hoping to sit a bit cheaper than I actually saw it for. But I'm so pleased I got it because I actually really like it. Great figure. No interest in combining it because I just have no interest in combining it with anybody else really. But I just wanted it for the Generations sort of figure. And then I did get my Titan Returns Blaster, and I really like it. I think it's great. I could have for the same money pre-ordered the Takara version. That has a slightly different paint job, but I think it was negligible compared to what you're getting. Though I think the Titan Master might have been actually coloured blue because his name is Twincast, obviously. So that would have been better. Whereas this guy's Titan Master is all red. Right, so that is about my haul from Rollout Roll Call. Yeah, I'm hoping, well, I'd like to go to Transforce because it actually falls on my week off as well, but I don't think I'm going to be able to go to that, unfortunately. It would be good if I could swangle it somehow, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Anyway, right, so this has been Graham, Collector 75. A big thank you and a great time all round at Rollout Roll Call to everyone I met there. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.